Okay.
What up, gamers? It's your boy King Thrash back here once again with another video.
What's up, gamers? It's Joe from Seattle here with another epic gamer video.
Remember to like, subscribe. If you don't like, don't subscribe. Look.
Did you say if you don't like, don't subscribe? I kind of respect that.
Look. I've been playing a little bit of Halo. And I've been playing a little bit of Battlefield.
I've been playing Plutonium because I'm about to move again and don't want to get invested in a new game yet.
And there's you seen that shot? That shot was cold, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that shot was pretty fucking good.
You wish you could, nigga. I had to record it. Still. My bad.
The dude has over 10,000 subscribers, by the way. Just in case you wanted proof that you don't need a good mic to make it on YouTube.
I've been playing some Halo. Halo is as basic as it gets when it comes to a shooter.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I mean, when you play Halo and then you go back to Battlefield and see all the just a more richer world. I mean, I remember Microsoft saying that they was gonna have bigger worlds, more details, and all that shit. And Halo isn't that.
I mean, in the campaign, they said in the campaign there'd be richer. It's weird to compare the richness of the world in Halo versus Battlefield, you know? Like Microsoft said Halo would have bigger, richer worlds. They were talking about the campaign, not the multiplayer.
And I don't think it's designed to be. So I'm not even going to knock it for what it's like not designed for.
Weird thing to bring up if you're not doing that then.
If that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
You know what I'm saying? It's not designed for it to be a high level game. It's fucking free to play, so it's designed to be a good free-to-play game.
It's not designed to be a high-level free-to-play game. It's designed to be a high... Wait, what? It's not designed to be a high-level game. It's designed to be a good free-to-play game. So high-level free-to-play games don't exist? Counter-Strike? League of Legends? Dota? Apex Legends? There's plenty of great high-level free-to-play games. Like, the market is changing. Let's expand our horizons here a little bit. You don't have to drop $60 on a multiplayer game for it to be good.
So playing it feels tight. Like I said, I haven't gone over the graphics. I haven't gone on any glitches. I haven't gone on reflections because I doubt any of that changes. It feels the same exact way. It looks the same exact way that it did back in the last beta when I did an analysis.
And how depressing is it that we live in a time where betas and full releases are pretty much the same in terms of graphical quality? Don't get me wrong, there were some improvements made for Halo Infinite, and there were definitely improvements made from, like, you know, the COD Vanguard beta to the full release. Like, I'm not saying that betas don't change. I'm just saying we've come a long way from betas being, you know, betas instead of just demos, and I'm not exactly sure that's a good thing.
I'm not going to do analysis on a game that's still in beta after it's in beta. Again, this is the second beta. This isn't the official launch, but I believe that it's going to be up until the launch comes.
Is the Halo Infinite multiplayer beta? Have I just not been paying attention, or is this wrong?
But that ain't the problem. That ain't the problem. The problem is the way they built it. You see, I told niggas, free to play ain't a good thing.
Free to play is a fantastic thing. It's great for more games to get more of a player base, and for big major multiplayer releases to not charge you full price for just the multiplayer. The amount of people who buy Battlefield just for the multiplayer, the amount of people who buy Halo just for the multiplayer, free to play just gives those consumers more options. I see nothing wrong with this. And that's also just brushing over all the great free-to-play games, all the influential free-to-play games that have come over the years. Again, League of Legends, Counter-Strike, Dota. I know Counter-Strike didn't launch as free-to-play, but you get my point.
I told niggas free-to-play is not something that is good. Pretty soon, Microsoft is going to have all their games on Git. on Git mode. You know what I'm saying? To where they're going to be having you get shit. Instead of own shit, instead of buy shit, you're going to have Git. I'm going to say free.
I know it's annoying that a lot of multiplayer games don't have a lot of cosmetic content, and now they expect you to buy the cosmetic content. I agree. That is dumb. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I hope that's what you're talking about, or else I'm just dumb and high. But I agree to an extent that free-to-play games don't have as much, you know, obtainable for free content as a, a multiplayer game that you paid for once would have. The amount of content in a game like Modern Warfare 3 or Halo Reach or even more recent Call of Duty games, the amount of content in just the multiplayer experience of a game you pay for and the multiplayer experience of a game that is free to play, there's obviously going to be a big disparity there. However, that then kickstarts the debate of would you rather pay extra for cosmetics or would you rather pay extra for the gameplay? There's no wrong answer, and there's good and bad examples of both categories. I don't know. I'm just not stoked with how much you're simplifying what is a actually very complicated topic.
I was going to say get. To where, just like cell phones, they're going to start hitting you with these microtransactions hard.
I mean, microtransactions are indicative of the times. Like, they're not going away. And there are countless examples of games that you pay for, not free to play, but paid games that still use microtransactions to the degree, maybe slightly lesser, of what a free to play game would have. Like, again, there are examples of good and bad on both sides of this. Except what you're implying here is just wrong. You're implying that the microtransactions of free to play games are bad, but those microtransactions are going to be in full price multiplayer games as well.
For these free games. This is the reason why I don't play any free-to-play game. I don't like to play any free-to-play games.
You just said earlier you were playing Halo.
But there's so many glaring problems. The fact that you can play the game for hours. Now this isn't something that I have dealt with. I played it probably for an hour or less.
I'm about to say something completely unrelated to what you're talking about right now, just so we're clear. But it just dawned on me that you're playing Battlefield 2042 in this gameplay after you just went on this giant tirade about how you don't play free-to-play multiplayer games because they're low quality. But you're playing Battlefield 2042, a game that hasn't exactly been received very well for its quality. Just an observation.
But I played it and I, won some shit, did some shit.
I think you're talking about Halo Infinite. I'm not sure at this point.
But your level doesn't go up. And it's all based on this battle pass shit.
Yes, the progression of Halo Infinite's multiplayer is bullshit, but there are plenty of free-to-play games that have a very fair progression system and a very fair battle pass system. Apex Legends, I think, is probably the fairest. If you play Apex Legends, even semi-frequently, you will finish the battle pass, and the battle pass has tons of free stuff and stuff you can pay for, and then the XP leveling system goes along with it, and it's integrated in a way that both of them are satisfying to progress through. Also, Fortnite, back when Fortnite was fun, it had a really good battle pass system. Granted, Fortnite hasn't been fun since Chapter 1, and I think out of Chapter 1, there were only really good 4 or 5 good seasons, but, you get the point I'm saying. There are plenty of free-to-play games with really good progression systems, and to judge free-to-play games as a whole, because Halo Infinite specifically has a fucking terrible one, it's just a bad look.
It's where you don't get XP. Right? And everybody's mad at this right now. Everybody hates this right now. Because I've heard stories where people have been all day on Halo and still at level 1.
Yes, Halo Infinite's progression system is fucking atrocious. But Halo has had some pretty fucking atrocious leveling systems in other games before this one that you had to pay for. In general, 343's Halo games have kind of shitty progression systems.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just zero ultra grindy progression to where it's not about you playing the game the way you want to. You're playing the game that they want you to play it.
I don't know what you mean. The lack of a good progression system means you have to play the game the way 343 wants you to play it? Which, if there's a shitty progression system, wouldn't that mean any way at all? Just as long as you're earning XP? I'm lost.
You see, it's so crazy that people, this is amazing. This is the best. And it's like, god damn, like.
The praise for Halo Infinite has been coming from its gameplay. The gameplay of Halo Infinite has been very well received. There's a content issue, there's obviously a progression issue. You're misrepresenting the praise for this game. The praise for Halo Infinite comes from its gameplay and its gameplay alone.
There's something the matter with it. And there are some gamers who are complaining about this shit, but they're saying that this is the only problem with the game.
But I mean, if you think that, are you really wrong? If you can, because I mean, I said there was a content issue, but it is a free-to-play game. So I don't know how to judge the amount of content in Halo Infinite right now. I don't know how to really accurately and honestly judge the amount of content in Halo Infinite right now, but if the progression system were different, if the progression system were good, wouldn't the game on net be good? My point is, you're saying people are treating the progression system of Halo Infinite as the main problem, and that's just correct.
And I'm gonna be honest, it's fucking not. It's not the only problem with the game.
Okay, do tell.
The game has major problems when it comes to this microtransaction games as a service shit.
So the people who say the progression system is the only thing wrong with the game are wrong, according to you. And then you said you have other criticisms of the game, but now you're basically just talking about the same thing again.
The way this fucking grindy and forcing you the credit system is insane. They literally want you to pay to progress.
Paid progression is fucking stupid. You're correct. Yes.
And then you can buy levels. So you can pay for levels. You understand what I'm saying?
Paying for progression in a video game? That is a free-to-play problem exclusively. There are no paid games that would let you pay for progression. That is nonsense. Ubisoft has left the chat.
Like, you pay to level up. You got to pay for all armor. I don't think you can earn any armor.
There are definitely armor pieces you can earn without paying for them, yes.
You get colors.
There are definitely colors you can earn without paying for them.
But basically they want you to pay to progress. And then they want you to pay for like battle, like you can buy a battle pack, a premium battle pack, and it costs credits.
Yes, that's fucking stupid. The amount of microtransactions in Halo Infinite is fucking stupid. But earlier in the video, you were making a broader statement about free-to-play games as a whole, and I'm lost. There's still 30 minutes of this video left? Fuck.
And they do that predatory thing to where the premium battle pass or battle pack or whatever will cost, say, 4,500 credits.
Looking at how far I've gotten in this video, I am 4 minutes and 59 seconds into his video, and I'm just looking at how long my recording is, my voice recording, and I'm starting to think about tapping out of this one just for the sake of my time. I'm going to be recording this for 3 hours.
But you can only buy 4,000 credits, and after that you got to buy the 10,000 credit one.
Was shitty microtransaction pricing that makes you pay more than you have to for the in-game currency, so that way you can buy microtransactions and pay more than they're worth? That's a practice that would only be in free-to-play games. There are no paid games that have this kind of in-game currency purchasing scheme. Activision has left the chat. EA has left the chat. Ubisoft has left the chat. Bethesda has left.
Which will, I think, boost it up to like $49 because you're going to have change left over because they don't balance out the credits versus the content.
And I mean, why would they? Like, this is a business strategy that's been around for fucking ever, and it clearly works. So why wouldn't they do this?
So the content costs one price, which is an oddball price, and you can only buy the credits at an even price, making it to where you have to buy a step further in credits.
But doesn't Battlefield have an in-game currency for microtransactions? Or, I mean, doesn't Battlefield just have microtransactions? And you were playing that, and I think now you're playing Forza.
To get credits you don't fucking need, and you have to do that in order to get certain things. And it's so fucking egregious. It's so fucking... It's like they canceled Halo.
No, I'm pretty sure Halo's still coming out.
This shit won't last. And everybody's complaining. And on Twitter, one of the designers was like, yeah, we see your complaints. We're going to fix it. Or we're gonna look at it and see what we're going to do about it. And then I see another thing saying that they're not going to do shit about it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen at this point. It really depends on revenue stream. Everyone's fucking pissed off about it, but it's still too close to the release window for Microsoft to decide if it's, more beneficial to keep it or get rid of it. So I don't see a decision being made on this one for a little bit. They don't care how mad you get or how bad they look if they're still in the green with the revenue.
Right? Like, they ain't going to do shit about it until later. They'll consider or whatever. We're going to consider it, but we feel like this model is something that basically will grow on you.
Which is some of the most insulting PR speak ever.
Right? So they telling you that this shit'll grow on you.
Yeah, if you believe this shit's going to grow on anybody, I could grow mushroom. I don't know.
And it's like, bro, like nobody ain't going to want to play this shit and you can't progress in the game. This is big. This isn't a small problem. This is a very, very, very big problem.
You know what else is a very, very, very big problem? The fact there's still 28 fucking minutes left in this video. Just for the sake of my time, because I got shit to do today, and I need this video to be like rendered in time, I'm tapping out of this one. So here's your homework here. Here's your homework from Joe. In the comments, I want you to write me an essay, 500 to 600 words, nothing, not too long, about how you feel about free-to-play multiplayer experiences versus paid multiplayer experiences. And I would like to see some civil discussion. You get extra credit for me if you write it in iambic pentameter. Now, I have to walk my dog and let him take a whiz. Toodles.